I would like to introduce you guys to someone who has become very dear to us. His name is JJ STOMP, and I think he is the new Neil Breen, the new Tommy Wiseau, if you will. You might think I'm being a little dramatic, exaggerating a little bit for clicks. I am not. This guy is the Laotian martial arts version of Neil Breen, and he has a handful of just absolutely bonkers, insane, completely inept, so bad it's goddamn good. Just know that this is one of the most amazing good bad films ever made, and I think he's gonna keep making more, so keep an eye on this guy. Enjoy. I am joined by my filthy high council. We have just finished watching In Dragon. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty fucking trashed right now. How are you guys doing?
I'm high on Stomp.
I'm feeling okay. I feel okay. I got a few in me myself.
Yeah. It's almost 2 in the morning. That was a long movie. We stopped because cats were taking dumps and we needed more beer. But let's take some viewer questions. What do you guys think of that?
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Bullion Cubes says, you guys are fags.
How about you leave my junk alone and I'll leave yours alone, asshole.
Don't leave mine alone.
Yeah, don't play with don't leave my asshole alone. I'm not saying that. Let me be perfectly clear.
Take a big old fucking dump in my mouth. I'm all game. All right, let's move on to the next question.
If I may, a la Gary Busey, FAG stands for friendly and gregarious.
Okay. That makes sense. All right, yeah. Well, I guess we're all fags.
We're all fags.
Woo! All right. All right. Our next question comes from Monroe Beeler. Monroe has a question for me. The Filth Wizard, will you still watch bad movies after you enslave the Earth? I'm still going to need that strength when I move on to conquer other planets, but I'm getting the fuck off of this fucking dirt mound, and I'm leaving Neil Breen in charge. Neil Breen will inspire a whole new slew of human bad filmmakers. Yes, there will be some light genocide, but that's not my fucking problem. That's yours. Hey, Wings, how's it going there?
It's not going well. I'm currently on Doja Cat right now.
Okay.
And I'm not finding there's no pubes at all to eat right now. This is terrible.
Oh, I see. Oh, no, she's clean shaven, huh? I mean, I would have guessed that.
I thought it was a cat.
All right, this third question comes from Doja Cat. Wow, that's a coincidence. Doja wants to know, this question's for everybody. What would you do if you met Neil Breen in person?
You know, I meet a lot of celebrities, but nobody quite like Neil Breen. But I gotta say, I think if I had met him in real life, I would probably eat his pubes.
And I'm pretty sure I'd have to snort some adrenochrome with him and go on a deep dive about various national and international political and banking conspiracies. I mean, obviously.
Obviously, yeah. I'm sure you have a lot to say. Neil Breen would be the number one person I want to meet. And that's I don't know how I would react. We've talked so much shit about him, but at the same time, I love him so much. What do you say to the guy? That's a weird one. I'm sorry I talked shit about you. I love you. Don't stop. Please don't become more self-aware. Yeah, that's what I would say. Before we get into JJ Stomp and N3 Dragon, we're going to watch a trailer. Fuck. I forgot which trailer we were going to watch.
Well, we won't know the difference.
Yeah, I'm going... Oh, yes, here it is. All right.
Can we talk over this, or...
Yeah, please do. All right.
Oh, boy, it's going to be religious, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sort of the spirit, doesn't sound hard.
Yeah.
What do you guys got against religion?
Oh, God.
Yep.
Oh.
Glad to go back to college.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Hickerson Hall.
We normally only have students under the age of 20 in the dorms.
I heard there's a senior citizen staying in
Yeah,
my dorm.
Grandpa.
That's Ty Bounds.
Uh-oh.
He's not even close to being that old.
Why are you going to college? I mean, shouldn't you be here on the senior citizen center?
That kid's gay.
And bridge and drinking and shirt?
The fool has said in his heart that there is no God.
Are you calling me a fool, Mr. Bounds?
Boy.
That's what I'm
You called me
saying.
one a second ago.
So, are you this much trouble in all your classes?
Fucking elitist liberal.
Troublemaker, but, you know,
Gramps goes to college.
Oh, no.
Evolution.
That dude totally went to Supercuts right before.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a trailer for Gramps Goes to College, which is a part of a whole series of Gramps films that this guy made.
Oh, I want to see that.
Wow.
Gramps films? A series of Gramps films?
Gramps goes to Ibiza.
Jail.
Gramps goes to a cannibalistic blood orgy. Cramps goes down the front of my pants.
Gramps gets a cramp. Enough fun.
All right. Not fun. Let's get serious. Who wants to tackle a brief summation, the plot of this film?
A bunch of old people live in a house together, have a band, and one of them is a dragon.
And then they fight.
And then they fight other old people.
And then they're all related and get married at the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Gets married.
There we go. I think that pretty much sums it up with lots of crazy special effects and stock footage.
Yep.
Yeah. This is a fucking crazy ass movie. Let's do the PIM rating. Damn it. Arr. I just spilled my soju. N3 Dragon. Which, how did he come up with that title?
Were there 3 dragons?
No!
I don't know what the 3 was. All right, our first category is bad acting. Prince Albert.
If I could score higher than 10, I'd give it this at least 11. This goes to 11 for bad acting for me. There's so many characters, so many actors, none of which are explained, and all of which are terrible.
All right, so I've got a theory that all these people know each other from like the same like dojo. Yeah, this is bottom of the barrel for me to perfect 10. We keep seeing these 2 actors over and over again. We saw them in Matchstick Flame, in the Shuni B, Fight of Fury movies. They're both in every single other JJ Stomp movies, who we affectionately refer to as not Chuck Liddell and not ancient Glenn Danzig. I love both of these guys. They're both just absolutely dreadful, dreadful actors.
Well, I'm promoting bare knuckles, on the ground, and mixed martial art fights.
I thought the guy who played the dragon wasn't that bad. It was a simple character, but I like the dude that was fighting by the pool. He was a good actor. He didn't say a word. But that Mexican goth dude.
That's right. Donna Lee Helsing, whom we've seen in several other movies here.
Today, we'll be talking about the underground fights. So, Robert, can you tell us about the fights And your upcoming fight?
She has that permanent deer in the headlights look from way too much plastic surgery, and that translates perfectly to her acting. It's just, you know, if I can call it that, it's utterly clueless. Yeah, truly plastic. Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, 10 for me as well. 10 for me.
I'd like to add that you know, some of the stock acting was pretty good. 9.
Our next category is script. How bad was the script?
This has to be a 10 for me as well. It started with this just dump of exposition that made no sense. It was inconsistent. There were no rules to what was happening, no sort of establishment of why things are happening. Characters just showed up with no sort of introduction of who they are.
Some shining moments, and the absolute stupidity that was the script for me was this Eastern European Barbie girl. They parade out in this like slinky dress at the beginning, just to have JJ Stomp reject her immediately and leave. She's very sad, and then we never see her again. Like, what was that? They're sitting around eating and drinking, which they do a lot in this, whether it's ketchup sandwiches or tomatoes and spaghetti. They're just sitting around eating. And then somebody dressed like the Filth Wizard is just in the background, like, raw. And then just one of the actors just casually just
who's that?
Absolutely ridiculous. 10 for me.
Yeah, absolutely a 10. It was so incoherent. It borders on brilliance, really. But the kind of brilliance that makes you question if you could recognize brilliance if you saw it.
Well put. Yeah, 10. This whole movie was just one boss battle after boss battle. I felt like this was more Double Dragon the movie than anything.
And there was this post-coital moment where the eventual female love interest of the last of many had led off this monologue with,
"Hey, thank you for loving me."
Yeah, it kind of sounds like a Kiss song.
Oh God!
Thank you for loving me. One of my favorite moments is easily this sort of 15-minute montage where the walls of reality themselves have been broken through stock footage and an Entertainment Tonight sort of scenario led by Malaysian John Tesh and Crypt Keeper Lisa Gibbons, who broadcast from a corner office while an audience unseen cheers nonstop. And we get glimpses around the world in stock footage universe of TV screens in every various living space imaginable.
Which brings us to our next category, ineptitude.
10. Okay. Pure incompetence.
I agree. 10 completely. we see reflections of camera operators in windows.
Most incompetent parts of this film for me, and it's a perfect 10, by the way, is the fact that the music is so loud that you can't hear any of the dialogue.
Oh, look. Oh, that was fantastic. Look at you, man. It's about the head, huh? Really?
The opening credits are stock footage, loud music, but then there's this very important dialogue setting up the whole dragon thing, and you can't hear any of it, so you're lost through the whole movie.
Because the song that's playing has lyrics.
The transfer of power to the heart of Diamond Dragon was complete. Let us celebrate. Where do you want to go? Diamond Dragon.
So you're like, am I supposed to listen to the words of the song or the narration?
We missed out on all kinds of writing.
They shot outdoors. They shot in fluorescent light. They shot in this like rented mansion and just left the white balance on the same setting. So some scenes are super, super yellow. Some scenes are ridiculously magenta. Others are blown out.
Easy 10 for incompetence. but there were multiple instances of something happening in the background that probably should have triggered a reshoot, and they just didn't bother. Yeah, they're having this climactic fight on this seaside cliff, and there's just a random tourist off in the background. Or they're having the fight, and there's an airplane flying around in the sky, and his wings said, we'll leave it in post.
We'll put a dragon over it.
Yeah, it's a perfect 10 for me on incompetence. They have guitars, drums, and keyboards and have a jam session in the living room. All people over the age of 60?
100.
100 years old. But it's not just her birthday, it's also Mario's birthday at the same time. Because of course it is.
Most substantial category for this film, what the fuck?
These guys are older guys, and they inevitably have love interests who are way too young for them. And the
way out of their league,
way out of their league. Like the token Russian girlfriend you mentioned with the slinky dress in the beginning that's just discarded. She actually says at one point,
"Yes, it reminds me when we were kids."
They were clearly not kids at the same time. Like they were kids easily 20 years apart, if not more. And that's fucked up.
I was truly aghast at moments. Where I questioned my own sanity while watching this. Characters would show up and say things that made no sense with no introduction, only to get into a fight, while two Russian mail-order brides would sit at a bar that's clearly a green screen background at an underground tavern with a background of wine barrels for some reason, as they take a $100 bill for drinks and put it in their laptop. Fever dream.
I am a 10. This is off the charts.
It's like going to a zoo. I'll give it a 9.
A straight up 10 for me. There's cavalcade of logos in the beginning of like fake Hollywood logos. This is another reoccurring thing with JJ STOMP and his films. One of them called Sony Pictures, SONNY. That's super what the fuck. At one point, when he was with the Barbie girl, and the music was so loud you couldn't hear anything they were saying, but you could definitely hear the lyrics, and it was some kind of Christmas song.
Thank the stars that I can see Christmas through her eyes.
What the ever-loving fuck was that? Why? I don't know. Stupid hats. This movie was all about stupid hats.
Yeah, my personal favorite is the cowboy hat, 2 sizes too small for Mario's head.
All the crazy weird special effects thrown into this is just freaking weird. The dragons flying around, and it ends with a wedding. And then everybody turns out to be like related to each other. And then it's like, and then like in the last 2 minutes of the movie, they introduce like 10 new characters.
Who is she?
Systematic state law.
It was just like this parade of like executive producers and stuff. And then it says the end. And then it kept going after it said the end. Yeah, this is a straight up what the fuck festival. Our next category is charm. We've watched all of JJ STOMP's movies at this point, and some of them are considerably less charming because it goes way deep into creepy territory. But this one's a lot more charming with all these like different people in it. Good solid 9 for charm.
I'll go 8 on this one. His goofy, tacky, weird little things in the movie, like his pink outfit going to Valentine's Day or whatever the hell he was wearing. This movie is just weird, and at least there was like dragons and shit in it. That made it kind of a little charming.
Yeah,
I would give it an 8 for charm. Felt a little uncomfortable by the sad desperation carved into the skin of so many of the actors in this movie.
JJ STOMP himself he's batshit insane, but he sells it somehow. So I'm going to give it a 10.
I just realized that My bottle's green, so anytime I drink from it, it's gonna be all.
I would say it has all. I would say it has all the charm of a ketchup and lettuce sandwich.
And finally, our last category, overall fun.
I give it a 9 for overall fun, and I only mark it down from 10 because it was 2 hours long. I can honestly say I've never seen a film like this before.
I'll go 8. Docket a couple points for not being able to hear the dialogue. Random thought. Every alcoholic drink in this movie looked disgusting.
Yeah.
Piss jugs and green wine at the underground saloon.
One looked like it had octopus
Nilbug
bits floating in it.
I would recommend it to people. Yeah, that's a 10.
That's a straight up 10 for me. Absolutely love this movie for all the reasons. We counted 3 dead people listed in the credits. And there's so many ancient people in this film that look like they're on their deathbed. Was it any of them? No. It was this one random crazy looking guy who had a ton of earrings on and shit, very young. And then the 2 other people were 2 women. We don't know. One of them was an executive producer. The other one was just some random broad. Real quick, our final scores. Acting got a 9.75. Script got a perfect 10. Ineptitude got a perfect 10. What the fuck got a 9.75. Charm got an 8.75, our lowest score of the evening. And then overall fun got a 9.25. Our final score for this movie, an out fucking standing 9.58. This is a glorious bad film. JJ Stomp has several other movies that are equally as what the fucked up, maybe not quite as fun and charming as this one, a little bit more creepy. And he's got another movie coming out, and I shit you not, it's called Poo. P-O-O. So keep an eye out for JJ Stomp's Poo. High Council, thank you very much. It's super late. I'm fucking trashed. Drinking rancid piss wine. All right, everybody. Until next time.
Thank you, Filth Wizard.
Thank you, JJ Stomp. Bye. Bye.
Bye.